I have returned.
Who dis?
I don't know who I am actually. Math. They've returned as well. Hello everyone, welcome to Team Friends YouTube channel. As I, Eric the Cyborg, not playing machines again.
Kind of machines.
No, they're not.
They're cybers.
They're not machines either way. Anyway, giving you the brand new update to Mathmech. This is just full on regular basic Mathmech, not the Ignister build or whatever shit build there is of it. Power Elements gave it a brand new broken ass card. It's freaking nuts. Show it off. So obviously showing off the brand new good boy. You run 3 of him, no less than that. If you run less than the 3, then you should not be playing the deck. I am giving also a spoiler warning that was a joke. So Mathmech Circular. You can basically compare him to Magician Souls in a way, because he sends his effect in hand is that he sends a Mathmech monster from your deck to the graveyard to summon himself from your hand. Absolutely broken. It's better when you have him paired with this guy, Sigma, which you run 2 of. You can honestly run 2 or 3 of Sigma. 2 works best. 2 has been working great for me. You mainly just want to send him to your graveyard off of Circular's effect, because his effect in the hand or grave, if you have no monsters in your extra monster zone, you summon him from either your hand or grave, but he does get banished when he leaves the field. So sure, that's kind of a downside, but if you use it with him, and then you summon him from graveyard, Circular's second effect will trigger, where if a Mathmech monster is summoned, you search for a Mathmech spell or trap. It's a free summon that searches for you. Broken. Honestly, better than Souls in my opinion. For the rest of the Mathmech stuff, obviously triple diameter. Konami, please give this boy a super rare in the next OTS coming up, because he's the only Mathmech main deck monster that's not foil.
Crosskeeper 2, please.
That too. I've seen different builds run between 2 to 3 of him. He is your main normal summon in the deck, because he actually has an effect on normal summon. But you also have other normal summon targets or for your basic stuff as well, but I'll get into that later. His effect on normal summon is that you target a Mathmech monster in your graveyard and summon it. And that monster's effects are basically negated. That's fine. Gives you free body. It just gives you a body for your Link or rank 4 plays. But his other effect that most people don't know about is that when he's used as synchro or exceeds material, the Mathmech monster, well, for a Mathmech monster, obviously, because if it was generic, everyone would be fucking using it. That Mathmech monster becomes a Omni Negate. During the turn, it is special summoned. So this makes basically your Alan Bershin can stop an Ash hitting it or an Emperor from hitting it. I mean, sure, you're wasting the gate, but it's good to make sure you get your search off the Alan Bershin. For other extenders, triple subtraction and triple addition. I also noticed that that the artwork is the same exact monster, just different posed. Because I guess. Addition targets a monster on the field in general, whether yours or your opponent's. It gives that monster 1000 boost, while subtraction minus 1000's it, and they summon themselves from the hand. So just pre-extenders, and you're locked into Cybers whenever you use their effects. But to this deck, it doesn't really matter because the whole deck is Cybers anyway. For the other Mathmechs that people are like going back and forth between on, one multiplication and one Nabla. Nabla is basically your secondary Cybers tuner, because also forgot to mention Mr. Diameter is also a Cybers tuner. Nabla can attribute a Cybers monster or himself, I believe, to summon a Mathmech from your deck. I believe in that as well. I haven't used them in a long time, so I'm kind of fading out the effect. For multiplication, however, you mainly want to use him to send him to the graveyard, either through Circular's effect or through Foolish Burial, which you do run in the deck if you want to. His effect is that he targets a Cybers monster in the extra monster zone. It can be any Cybers monster in that zone, and its attack becomes doubled. So having this boosting up a already boosted up access code talker is dumb. Also with Final Sigma as well. Multiplication does have an on-field effect, is that he targets a Mathmech monster on the field and its level becomes double. So it pretty much makes it easier to make the synchro. That's it for all the Mathmech monsters. Now on to the plethora of hand traps that you'll be running in this deck, because this is one of those decks that can get away with running shit ton of hand traps. Triple Ash, currently one of the best hand traps right now in the format, along with the Triple Birds. DD Crow is probably the best hand trap right now in this format next to Ash, because DD Crow can stop a whole bunch of different plays against tier elements. It stops their fusions engrave. It stops Sprite from getting the frog stuff back for Toad. It can even shut out other decks too, as well. It's just basic banish, target engrave, banish. It's a good bird. Other hand traps, playing 2 Ogre, basic destruction. People are still playing the Brave package. People are still playing. There's a lot of Brave or Adventurer, Brave, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Builds going around with Sprite and Punks.
Slap down a free Omni Negate.
Basically. So Ogre to get rid of that. I'm planning on switching out the Veilers for Ghost Spells for more Graveyard Disruption against tier elements and Sprites. But Veiler is also a good option. I'm probably going to change these out for Ghost Spells once I can find my copies of them. Those are all the monsters. There's a butt ton of monsters, like 25, something like that monsters. Also, this is a 42 card deck right now too, so I'm trying to fix things up here and there. 26 monsters. All right, cool. I was off by 1. I'm bad at math. Playing a math deck. Who knew?
That's okay. I flunked that class in Dual Academy too.
Yep. On to the spells. Obviously, they're all Cybers, because why the hell not? Run Silent Mining. Surges everything in your deck. Surges Circular, full combo. The one Mathmech spell card is the Equation. This is the monster reborn that also gives 8,000 boost to the monster it brings back. So it's just Extender. I am main decking this, even though this is technically going first deck. Triple Dark Ruler, because having this main deck is a really good thing right now. Because the dice roll is a bitch, and you will sometimes lose it all the time. So having this to pretty much stop your opponent's whole 20+ Omni Negades, Scythe combo, Jamboree.
Basically, you don't have droplets from this.
This is kind of better than droplets in this deck, honestly. I mean, you could run droplets if you don't like the fact that you don't kill your opponent that turn. I mean, if I had droplets, I would probably run that over this, because you can easily get some benefit off droplets by sending some of your Mathmechs, because you can just bring them back and stuff. But yeah, Dark Rulers, if you don't have droplets. If you have droplets, I would probably suggest running that over. the Dark Rulers. 2 Desires because more draw power, and you're pretty much running multiples of all your monsters anyway. So, yeah, you're running a set of all your monsters. Why not have drop Desires for draw power? Last 2 spells, Called By and Foolish Burial, to get set up in grave, or to send Multiplication, as I said, to boost up your already boosted up access code by double. For the traps, people don't know this card. Well, probably do now. But Mathmech had a revolt before Tri Brigade had it.
Yeah, he
Who knew?
he literally pulled this off in a fight with Neos yesterday and completely caught me off guard. I'm like, wait, what the hell is this?
This is
this Tri-Brigade Revolt. Wait, what the hell?
This is Tri Brigade Revolt at home. So basically, what this does is that you target 3 Mathmech monsters in your graveyard, summon them, even if one of them gets DD crowed or whatever, you still summon as much as possible, because text says that shit. Because how it's worded means that shit. And then upon resolution, you can either synchro summon using all three of those monsters, or you exceed summon using all 3 of those monsters. There's one good target to use this on, and I'll show you later. But yeah, you run 2 of this. 3 is way too cloggy. 1 is not enough. 2 is the perfect number. And it's searchable, obviously. And then the literal hand trap, as everyone calls it, the Imperms. That is the main deck, 42 cards. Onto the extra deck. For the links, 1 Lingo Deeble. Use this for setup against if you get like Impermed or evenly matched on your end board going first. I'm doing the Disciple Devotee package. For those who don't know what this package does, Link Disciple tributes a monster that it's pointed to. You draw a card and then place a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. So pretty much a hand fixer. And then for Devotee, Konami won foil of this card. The turn it is summoned, you're not allowed to summon Link 3 or higher monsters, which is completely fine. Because if you're going first, you want to do the whole Appaloosa setup anyway, with the IPs and other stuff. Its other effect is that when it's tributed, it summons 2 Cybers tokens. So it pretty much gives you 2 more free bodies to do more Link plays. For Link 2s, 1 Cybers Wicked searches a Cybers Tuner when a monster is summoned to his zone it points to by banishing a Cybers monster from grave. Wicked also has protection for itself and for what he points to. I believe he can't be destroyed by battle by himself, and what he points to can be targeted. Splash Mage, free extender. IP Masquerena, Link summon during your opponent's turn. And then Update Jammer, make your big bad access code talker a double attacker. Your only Link 3 is transcode. I might try to find a room for Heat Soul in here. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm kind of debating on taking out the Disciple Devotee package to try out the Heat Soul engine. But it's an option I'm thinking about. So transcode, bring back your Link 2, go into access code, obviously. Your Link 4s, Appaloosa for going first, setting up the multi-monster negation, and then obviously access code talker for the going second OTKs per game. Xyz, because the deck runs Xyz monsters. Double Alan Bershin, this is your main searcher. He's a basic generic rank 4 monster. 2+ level 4s. You can make a shit ton of them in this deck with all level 4s. On summon, his effect will trigger to detach a number of materials from him, and depending on how many you detach, he'll have a different effect for each one. If you detach 2, you search for a Mathmech monster and add to your hand. 3, I don't remember what that one was. That is What was it? Add a generic level 4 monster to your hand. Its effect when you have 4 or more materials on it, or 4 materials in basic. You search any spell or trap card in your deck and add it to your hand. Add anything you want, basically. And then he's basically a 2K body, and he can contribute a Cyrus monster on the field to summon a Mathmech monster from grave. The other Xyz monster is double Laplacian. This is the other broken one that you summon off of the Super Factorial, because this is basically Trishula. Except it doesn't banish, it sends the cards to the graveyard. Which also, I mean, it's not as powerful as Trishula, but it hurts depending on what you take out. Because this sends a monster, a spell or trap, and a card from their hand and field to the graveyard. Don't use this against tier elements because all of their effects will fucking trigger. I learned that the hard way. And then the last big boy himself, Sigma Nuts. The big boy final Sigma. If you summon this guy against most people, they don't know how to fucking out it. Because while he's in the extra monster zone, he's unaffected by everything.
Doesn't he also get 3,000 attack too?
Well, he's base 3,000 himself already.
Yeah, but isn't he 6,000 if he's in the extra monster zone also? No, it's double damage, right?
Yes. If he's in the EMZ and he deals battle damage is doubled. And you have that with the multiplication. We do more. And then when he dies, you get a Mathmech card to your deck to your hand. Yeah. You add a Mathmech card from your deck to your hand when he dies.
Busted.
So you can pretty much get the Monster Reborn to bring him back for a 4K beater. Anyway, that is my current build for Mathmech. Hope you enjoyed this class session, and hopefully you don't fail like a certain student that failed it already.
Yeah, he kicked my butt with it one game yesterday.
That was only one game, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. We'll see you all next time, and I have returned for more profiles.